folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's little effort is going to be a set of a gift set of a fountain pen, a biro, a click pen and a mechanical pencil. I'm obviously not going to, the turning is the turning, so I shall only show one lot of turning and the finish will be the finish. So what I'll do, I'll just show one lot of that, and obviously I'll show putting the kits together and the finished article at the end of the video. I've already made up some blanks. I'm thinking they might be a little bit too thin actually, so they're going to be quite slimline, although they're not actually slimline kits. And what I'll do, I'll show you the blanks and we'll go from there. Right, these are the blanks. It's walnut, and in the middle, lengthways, is a thin sliver of Perspex, Macrolon or whatever it's called these days. I've got to cut them to length, drill out the holes for the tubes. First of all, I've got to take the jaws off the chuck. But basically it's a walnut and Perspex blank. Right, first job is to drill the holes. I'm using a centre drill to make sure that it is actually in the centre and doesn't wobble off. That's actually not too bad. I shall probably use, I think I'll use epoxy in there to glue the tube in. Seeing as it's not loose, but it's not tight either. So I shall use epoxy for that. Right, we're all loaded up. I've got the pen mandrel in, I've got the blank on the mandrel with the correct size bushings. I'm now just going to turn it down cylindrical, see what we've actually got. I think that blank's a bit big to make a really chunky pen, but we'll see how it goes. I can always get a spare tube. The kits I'm using are from a company called Procraft. I'll leave description in the bits at the end. I quite like Procraft stuff. It's easy to do and they do lots of spares for their kits, which is, in my case, is always a good thing. Yeah, this is the Nipster fountain pen in gold. They do several different types of fountain pen, as well as slimlines, roller balls, biros, click pens. I hasten to add, I'm not being paid by them, I've not been given anything by them. It's all stuff I've purchased because I like working with the stuff that they supply. I'm sure there are other suppliers out there equally as good, and I may find some at some point. But until then, right, let's get some turning done. Right, well that's it. Next job is sanding. Yippee. Right, this is the click pen blank. Roughly turn. I'm now going to start sanding it down, get rid of all of the marks, and we'll go from there. I'm sure you don't want to watch all of that. I'll get back to you when I'm putting the finish on. Okay, well this is the click pen blank. It's had 5 coats or 6 coats of CA. I'm now going to put some polish on it. Let's see how that comes out. And as usual, my nemesis, the propelling pencil or mechanical pencil, went completely and utterly south. So I've got another blank glued up to see if I can redo that. Who'd have thought something so simple could create so much aggravation for me. That looks really nice. Very nice indeed. Right, I'm just going to check the instructions and now it all goes back together, and I shall show you that shortly. Right, I suppose I better have a go at getting it back together, putting it together. So I've got all the bits of the kit here, that goes in there, that's what the nibs screws into, and at the other end is the bit that's got the pocket clip. So let's have a look, see what we've got going on here. Okay, lovely. And in the other end we have the blanking cap and a pocket clip. I'll get it out of the bag. And that goes in there. Like so. I'll just get the nib and screw that on. Now in the kit is not just the nib, there is an ink cartridge, but there is also a kit which lets you use bottled ink. That's a little, I don't believe you'll see it going up, but there's like a little plunger. Well, I'll see if we can telephoto in a bit more. So you can put that in instead of the cartridge and use ink out of a bottle. But ordinarily the small cartridge just fits in there. That goes in there. And there's a brass lid. Which is just a push fit. That basically is it. Hybrid fountain pen. And hopefully if the other two turn out as nicely as this one, although this isn't 100%, it's pretty close, I should have a nice pen, pencil and ballpoint kit. Right, time for assembly. That's in there is the click mechanism and the clip. And that just pushes in there, apparently. Like so. And then the nib end goes likewise. And then what you have to do is unscrew get the refill, which is a standard Parker style, so readily available. Drop that in there. Screw that back on. Take the little plastic end off. And there we have it. One click pen to go with fountain pen, and eventually, if I live long enough, the propelling pencil. Right, well, my nemesis, as I've mentioned before, is the propelling pencils, and I've discovered a couple of things which are going to help the situation no end. One of which is I'm going to put out feelers to find out who it was that stole 5mm from my tape measure. When I find them, I won't be very pleased. And also, because the strip that I put down the middle of the Perspex, what was tending to happen is it was slightly going off centre, because the strip was 2mm and the drill bit is 4mm, so it just slipped off and edged its way out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the pencil out of walnut, but it will just be a solid piece of walnut rather than a split section like the pen and the pencil. It's a shame, but this is about the third or fourth blank and I'm basically running out of walnut. So what I'll do now is get drilling and turn it and get it all done and finished. Right, for the pencil kits, Procraft actually make a mandrel which is stepped to suit the drill, but me, being a complete tightwad, have made my own. A bit basic, but it does the job. I would have used a bit of steel bar, but I hadn't got any big enough. Now the end hole where the nib goes, that's a 4mm hole. So what I did, that's just a 16mm bolt, it just happened to be what I've got lying around. Drilled into it with a 4mm drill, put a 4mm drill in and glued it, so that's a 4mm shaft, and then put a 7mm, I think that's a slimline pen bushing, so when that goes in there like so, that holds that, and the other end is basically, it's a 6.4mm, or it's actually a 1/4 inch bolt, and I think that's an 8mm bushing. And when I'll be able to find out how to get it in the camera, yeah, there you go, that's basically it, and that can run inside the revolving tailstock centre. And then all I do is put it in there like so. Right, now all I've got to do is extract it from the devices. Super duper. Right, theoretically all you have to do to put it together is take the mechanism, slide it through the hole, get the nib, screw that on, I don't know if there's any lead in it actually, but let's have a look. Inside's a little eraser as well, so let's say, no, complete kit. Oh, well, there is a bit of lead in there, but yeah, there we go. I don't know if you picked that up on camera, but it has lead. And there we have it. Oh, I've got to put the clip on. There we go. Pen, pencil and fountain pen. And I made a right pig's ear of putting that clip on there, but still, never mind. The idea's there. Right, well, there we have it, folks. There's the kit comprising of the propelling pencil, the fountain pen and the click pen. All I need to do now is come up with some sort of thing to store them in, but that'll be a different project for a different day. That's it for now. A big thank you to all of the subscribers of the channel, both the original ones and the new ones coming on board. It's very much appreciated, and thank you very much. Look forward to doing some more stuff for you later. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.